Hey guys, I'm Whitney, and I am just sharing some of my information of things I've learned from going from elementary school teaching to becoming a middle school teacher. So, this past year, I just finished up my very first year of teaching in middle school, and I taught eighth grade math. I also taught seventh grade Avid Excel. I learned is that when I taught upper elementary school kids, I taught fourth grade, and middle school kids really aren't all that different. If you can do upper elementary, you can do middle school. Easy peasy. It's not that different. It is way easier to plan for middle school. So I had three different preps. So I had three things I had to prep for every single day. And let me tell you, that's way easier than what I did in elementary school, which is prepping for every single subject for every single day. So the prep in middle school, I would definitely say, is way easier. Another thing I learned is that there's, grading. I mean, there's grading in elementary school for sure. But when you're grading in middle school, like if we had a math test, I'm grading that same math test 120 times. So, not exactly my favorite part about teaching in middle school. I have the same kids all day long. So, when you're in elementary school, traditionally you kind of just have your same class all day, other than specials times. In middle school, you don't have them all day. So you have kids for like 40 minutes a day. It's really not so bad. It's like I can do this for 40 minutes a day, no problem. One thing that I really, really liked is that you have a team of teachers to work with that you're concerned about. Maybe they're struggling academically. You can see, what are these other teachers seeing in their class? What are things that are working? What are things that aren't working? So you have a really good team of teachers to work with if you have a concern about a certain in elementary school. Typically, you're that kid's main teacher. So you kind of do everything. So, in middle school, I got my plan time every single day. There was not one day where I did not get my plan time. In elementary school, it was a little bit different. I mean, yes, you normally had plan time, but we would have like one day a month where we wouldn't have any plan time. That if specialist teachers were gone and they didn't have a sub, guess what? Elementary teachers, we got to keep our kids. And those days were long, long. And I can tell you for a fact that that never happened to me in middle. One thing that I really missed in being a middle school math teacher is the arts and crafts. I loved, just like seasonal arts and crafts that you got to do with your elementary kiddos and just doing fun little things like that. Middle school kids, I mean, some of them will still do it, but not really. And then we're so focused on like teaching math. It's eighth grade math class. So we just didn't really get into the arts and crafts like I did in elementary school. And I definitely miss that. I love the seasonal changes. I was so happy about this year is that I did not have to grade writing. And if you are a writing teacher, power to you because grading writing is tough. I That is an area that I struggled with so much in elementary school because it is really, really difficult. It's hard. Sometimes getting kids to write is like pulling teeth, and then grading and trying to decipher and read handwriting, and whew, it's tough. But in middle school, doing eighth grade math, I did not have them write papers and things like that because it's math class. So I loved that aspect of it.